Hope you go out swinging. And the last person, if you'd please put the picture up right, is someone that unfortunately many of you may not have heard of before, but Shane McGowan, frontman for the Pogues, largely frontrunner in what we might now call Irish punk. You wouldn't have today your flogging Mollies and dropkick Murphys and tossers, etc. without this man. At any point in the last couple decades, if you would have said he'll die in the next week, you probably had a fairly good shot. So I'm going to go with by liver failure of a man who's probably not been sober since before I was born.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so Ron White, there's a suspicion that it could be an act, so I think we might want to crank that up a little bit higher.
Ron White,
I believe him.
Ron White, I could go easily 6 on that. Maybe even
Maybe a
6
5.
sounds about right.
a 6 for Ron White.
Okay,
6. Shane
Okay.
McGowan.
Now, anyone thinking of giving Shane McGowan points needs to view the picture and realize that this is a 1 or 2 pointer at most.
He looks like fucking Walrus Man. from
I will
Star
point out
Wars
that since
Episode
that
4.
picture, he has had his top row of teeth replaced.
What?
They did a reunion tour and he replaced his teeth.
Shadwell and I are both voting 1, so.
Oh no, here's
Yeah,
my
one.
thing about that.
Oh.
I feel like if Shane McGowan was going to go early, wasn't going to die of natural causes, he would have died already. I say 5.
5, you're not getting 5.
He is only 53.
Your 5 will balance our 1s out to a 2 if...
The majority rules. 1.
Okay, we'll go 1. Sorry, Ollie.
Well, just let the record state I'm vocally dissenting.
Okay.
We have a dissenting
It
opinion.
has been stated, and it is also your pick now.
Mine?
Yep.
Dakota Fanning.
Dakota Fanning. All right.
Spiteful.
Kamikaze bombings in Cuba.
Cuba bombing.
It has to be in Cuba.
In Cuba.
So, the Comic-Con, do they have to be Japanese?
She drives a plane into the cabin.
She's the I was like, seeing as we have an embargo there, I don't think she's allowed to go there anymore.
In an attempt to kill Fidel Castro and overthrow him.
Ollie's probably given up at this point. I'd like to point out that he has moved on to the Black Ranger Zord, the Mastodon, and has still been playing with it through this entire...
Yeah, Zach.
I don't think we have to argue that Dakota Fanning kamikaze bombing is a 10.
Yes,
It's a 10. Pretty easy.
Tell you what.
No, Cuba and the conditions.
Well, no. Much like Spinal Tap, we're turning this shit up to 11.
If there's anything that has earned an 11.
We'll go 11 on that bad boy.
Damn you, Carrot Top! You were never good enough!
Who
Who thought we would have topped that?
Okay.
All right, so we got Luke's final pick.
For my final pick, I want to pick someone that I really hope doesn't. I really hope will not die in an attempt to save the list somewhat. She's my celebrity crush, and it's Winona Ryder. And before I hear anybody, because I know a lot of people
Tell me this
can't
is like-
stand Winona Ryder.
Oh no,
But
she's hot. I'm with
She's hot
you.
as can be, and in Autumn of New York with Richard Gere is one of my, like, it's a crappy movie, but it's so beautifully touching.
You lost me on in New York. I was with you on Winona Ryder,
That's fine.
but you've lost me.
I
now.
thought she was the cutest thing in that, but she was with like 55-year-old Richard Gere. I think she dies. She steals something that like electrocutes her when she goes through the metal. What are those?
Have they invented those metal detectors that electrocute criminals?
Yeah. No, I think she's gonna take something in and it's gonna have like static electricity.
Electrocution.
She's got the klepto thing. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So,
I'd like to point out that-
shoplifting mishap involving electricity.
Winona Ryder electrocution. I'm glad we went up to 11 on the last one because this one's another 10.
Yeah, that's okay.
Luke has also just spent twice as much time talking about how attractive she is as he did about her dying. I think we might have someone with certain tendencies on our hands.
If anyone knows where Winona Ryder is, please tell me.
Please let her know. This is
I
a
wanna meet
Robert.
her.
This is an Edgar Allan Poe, Robert Browning kind
Look
of
at
love,
that.
I think.
Luke's background is a picture of him masturbating with his Winona Ryder.
And his mom's looking at him saying, "I'm proud of you."
All right.
Since he's wearing a
Yeah, Winona Ryder shirt. Yeah.
This is my last pick, so, and it's a utility. I can use it wherever the hell I want. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my people are still there. Misha Barton's still on the table. Tila Tequila is still on the table. We have the Hardy Boys are still on the table. Penny Marshall is still on the table. Peter Falk still there. Oh, and as I said earlier, I really kind of did want to use one on a foreign leader. Like, you got Kim Jong-il,
Yeah.
Fidel Castro, Ayatollah Khomeini, and Osama bin Laden all on their way out. But as I said, I really am worried that they're going to die, but their countries of North Korea and Cuba and Iran, who are not friends with us, are literally going to play Weekend at Bernie's with them and just prop them up and poke their heads with like a stick for the camera. And it won't actually be reported in 2011. I mean, I still think Castro might be dead, but his brother Raul is going, Castro is strong like bull! I don't know why I just gave him a Russian accent. I consider that a communist accent, not necessarily... That's how communists talk, not necessarily Russians.
Oh, man.
I've narrowed it down to 3 right now, and I'm going to pick in a second.
Religion was communist ones. Side note, that's a true story.
Olivia de Havilland is way up there.
Religion.
Louise Rayner just turned 100, so she's up there. But I'm going to pick Billy Graham.
Billy Graham's not dead?
Billy Graham is not dead.
Really?
That's a good pick.
And I
That's
feel
a damn good pick.
like he had something. I'm going to throw him, a picture of him up there. And I'm going to, once again, cheat and go to his Wikipedia page for a second to see if he had a history of something. Because I feel like he's got glaucoma. Like, I feel like he's almost blind now. But,
So all he has to do is hang out with Willie Nelson.
but you can't die of glaucoma, can you?
If you walk into
You
something.
can lose your sight.
Manhole. Go with death by manhole.
Glaucoma, manhole
Death
connection.
by lazy construction workers.
I will, rather than, actually, in the interest of that, rather than going with any means of, like, internal demise, I will go with household accident.
Okay.
So it's not going to score me the points of manhole death, but I will go with Billy Graham household accident.
Old people fall and stuff. So.
Yeah.
That's what old people do.
4?
4. You think he has that, what's that, we hit the button and you call whoever?
Life alert.
Life alert?
Because that matters.
Well, why would he need it? He has a direct line to God.
He does.
Right?
4.
Yeah, 4.
4
All right, 4 for household accident. Okay, and the last pick of the draft. We're going to end this just the way we started it with Mr. Pat Brennan.
That is the opposite of what's true.
Wait, I'm sorry. I keep messing up who's at the beginning, who's at the end. We are ending it with John Chadwell and his final pick.
Okay. Wow. So many left. I really overdid myself. Take a safe bet, like Queen Elizabeth or James Gardner or Dustin Diamond. I don't know. We'll see. Yes, you heard me screech.
I would just like to say I made a graphic for this, and 4 of the 6 people in the graphic, being Queen Elizabeth, T.I., Matt Hardy, and Carl Reiner, have not been picked yet.
Someone picked Winehouse?
I picked Winehouse, and Heidi Pratt, whatever you want to call her, was picked by Luke.
Well, I think for this, I think I'm going to have to go with Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner.
He is marrying a woman who is literally a fifth of his age, or like 4th or a 5th of his age, a 22-year-old. I'm sure he will try to do his best to, properly handle that, but his heart or his brain, he will have a death during sex or immediately after sex.
So dying of happiness is what you're telling me.
Sexual exhaustion.
Okay. Sex death?
Sex death.
An interesting story.
Hugh Hefner will have it.
Go ahead. Pat's got a little story he wants to tell.
A quick story. This is actually based on a real story. Side note, my dad was a murder detective for many years. And that is very possible to have sex be that. I'm going to give you the short version of the story. He and his partner once found a man lying in the middle of a room, naked with no furniture, but 6 large TVs. When they turned them on, they were all playing hardcore pornography. And underneath the body, they found a pile of cocaine. When the coroner's report came in, after a very long talk with the psychiatrist to find out that this was in fact true, the man had been snorting cocaine, masturbating until the point of almost orgasm, and stopping to do another line of cocaine until his heart exploded in his chest, and he died of what the official medical diagnosis was, a sexual frenzy.
Okay.
Just gotta skew the line, right? It skews the line that we're gonna give.
Oh, please, there's no line on the plug.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my god.
The only reason, we do have to bump Hugh Hefner down a little bit, just because I want you to look at percentage of life having sex.
Oh, yeah.
Given the fact that if you say we spend a third of our life sleeping, what percentage of his life has Hugh Hefner spent in some sort of sexual congress?
1/3. 1/3 sleeping, 1/3 having sex, 1/3 ruining his business until his daughter took over.
Right.
So,
That's 3/3.
So, I don't know. Hugh Hefner's sex death, you going with a 4? For most of their people, for sex deaths, we've given them more.
Well, hell
I
yeah.
think he's got pretty good endurance, so actually dying during it should be a rare thing.
Yeah.
Probably
we're back to their practice.
He has had practice.
Yeah, in Fatboy Slim, I still hold us at a lot of practice doing heavy psychotropics.
Okay, just so we're clear, Tattoo and Joan Rivers each got 8 for sexual misadventure. Contrary to popular belief, I did not choose sexual misadventure for Margaret Thatcher, as we had implied, or else that would have been more.
You guys just fucking watch. She's gonna go down Bone and Bros.
4.
I would say it's less than that. I would say
3?
5.
Oh, less. Oh,
I thought
than
less
8.
Sex deaths are still rare, but I would say definitely less than 8. I think we gotta
alright,
go
4-5's fine.
5.
I'm happy with
5.
5.
5.